Hello, class of 2019. Big deal, big deal. I really appreciate all of you coming out tonight. Thank you so much. I'm Anthony Williams, your class president, and joining me on stage tonight are all of the class of 2019 officers. We have Olivia Lantow, vice president, Christina Noto, secretary, and Jenna Wright, treasurer. We welcome you to the 4th annual Twilight Walk. Fourth year, wow. I would like to thank all of the staff, faculty, and alumni who have joined us this evening. Your attendance reflects the supportive community we have here at Gettysburg. The class officers and I look forward to sharing this evening with you as we celebrate our great class of 2019 and learn more about Gettysburg College's traditions and alumni network, which we are now officially a part of, kind of. Now, I would like to introduce Associate Professor of Chemistry and Gettysburg graduate of the class of 2000, Tim Funk.
I'm going to keep this to a brief 45 minutes. That's a joke. Let's see, where are we here? All right. So tonight you're going to be a part of a Gettysburg College tradition, so enjoy it. Now, you may wonder why traditions are so important. And they are the essence of a community. They're oftentimes unique to a place, Gettysburg College, and they bind people together with shared experiences. At Gettysburg, there are a lot of special traditions. Some of those traditions you've probably already been a part of. There's Get Acquainted Day, there's the first year walk, there's convocation, and then there's everybody's favorite, the Thanksgiving dinner. Good call. You're allowed, it's okay if you cheer. I mean, just don't throw stuff at me. There are many more to come, and including one that's special to a lot of people's hearts, and this will be 100 years from now, but it's your commencement. Now, the Twilight Walk is a relatively new tradition compared to some of these others. So not only are you guys experiencing it, but you're also helping to create it for yourselves and Gettysburgians in the future. Now, as a professor of chemistry, I know firsthand that your faculty are dedicated to creating outstanding learning experiences for you across various academic departments, as well as the interdisciplinary programs at Gettysburg College. As an alum, class of 2000, I personally value these traditions because although my classmates and I may have had very different experiences, and that's of course the case with you, one example is I was a chemistry major, my wife was a history major, very little overlap. The traditions provide us with a common bond, and they're the things that make us part of a community. So now with one semester under your belts, you've just returned from winter break. Hopefully you feel refreshed and ready to go again after completing the hard work that you put in the first semester. Now, having completed the fall semester, you now have a new designation. You are technically an alumni of Gettysburg College. Perhaps it's more appropriate to refer to yourselves as alumni in residence, because of course you've got 7 more semesters to accumulate until you can finally graduate, but you're alumni nonetheless. So I hope you'll take a moment to kind of think about what this means. Since you've arrived at Gettysburg, you've had a lot that's kind of come at you. You've grown, hopefully you've been stretched in ways that you haven't been previously. This is a great time to consider how you want to continue to shape your Gettysburg experience in the coming 3.5 years. Your Gettysburg experience will be different than mine, and that's exactly how it should be. But what do you want your Gettysburg experience to be? Remember that the decisions that you make now are shaping the adult, the professional, the parent, the friend that you will become. My advice is to seek a mentor or mentors here to help you along your journey. So if you haven't already done so, set a goal for yourself of connecting with a professor, an administrator, a staff member, or an alum who you respect and who can really help to enrich the experience that you have here. Look for ways to continue to stretch and challenge yourselves in the years ahead and to take maximum advantage of the opportunities that the college community has to offer. So I've got to plug this. So speaking of these opportunities and thinking about the future, I'd encourage everybody to check out the Sophomore Resources website. As kind of rising sophomores, that's a place where you can go to help you set yourselves up for, and it asks questions that you can answer that'll help you shape whatever experience you want to have while you're here. Now, this is maybe a little bit sacrilegious for me to say this as a faculty member, but it's okay if some of the most important learning experiences you have here take place outside the classroom. Tonight's an opportunity to reflect on both your future at the college and how you will shape your future beyond Gettysburg College. Congratulations on another milestone in your life. Okay, it's my 45 minutes is up. I'd like to introduce Brian Orsinger. He's a member of the class of 2001. He's a senior consultant with First Niagara Benefits Consulting in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, and he's a member of the Alumni Association Board of Directors. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you. Good evening. How y'all doing? A pretty dedicated group here. We had a little bit of weather tonight. It's good to see everybody out. I actually dusted my duck boots off at home and left them at home by accident. But so again, thank you. On behalf of my colleagues and the Alumni Association Board of Directors, welcome to the family. It's a distinct privilege and honor to share this evening with you. As an alumnus of the college, you are now part of an alumni network, over 27,000 strong, living in all 50 states and 72 countries. We're proud to call you Gettysburgians. You're a special class, and now you are linked to members of more than 180 classes that came before you, starting with the first 96 who arrived here in 1832. Like you, I sat in the same ballroom 20 years ago as a first-year student. It's actually really hard to believe that as I counted that off. My wife is here, and I think we both had some trouble with that one. Since then, though, I've enjoyed memorable moments with my friends, professors, and college staff. I backpacked sections of the Appalachian Trail with Grab on my ascent trip, traveled with my classes to Capitol Hill, coastal Maine, and even Europe. And many times, I sat in the hallway of Stein, leaning against the wall, with my phone to my ear, talking to Mom. I'm proud of these memories. They're a series of orange and blue threads that weave a tapestry in my mind. It's a common tie binding each of us to one another. Whether we arrived here from the suburbs of Boston, the shore points of California, or the edges of the globe, these memories connect me to you. Our shared experiences at Gettysburg, like the tradition you are carrying on tonight, unite us. Remember, as Professor Funk mentioned, the surrounding classrooms contribute only a portion of a Gettysburg education. In small classes, you'll gain knowledge, develop communication skills, and hone your critical thinking. However, that is just the beginning. You'll also access real-world, hands-on opportunities, leadership development, global perspectives, exceptional career planning, and so much more, all working in unison to provide the Gettysburg edge, which will distill into your own personal volume of memories. If you'll indulge me in my advice, don't wait until graduation to get connected to alums from other classes. We may not live on campus anymore, but we live in your hometowns, your states, and your countries. When we come to campus, we hope you're here. We're eager to meet you and to help you along the way. If you're not sure how to link out to us, here are some ways. Sign up for G-Bites on the college website. Visit the Alumni House. For those of you that don't know, it's the white building in front of Gladfelder. It took me a little while to find it. Visit the Center for Career Development, the Garthwaite Leadership Center, the Eisenhower Institute, or you might just run into one of us coming back into your classrooms to share the insights that we've gained since leaving Gettysburg. With tonight's Twilight walk in mind, I also gathered some advice from my fellow alums, ranging in class year from 1962 to 2010, who sit on the Alumni Board of Directors, or the Alumni Association Board of Directors, forgive me. In addition to some of the same things Professor Funk noted, I'd like to share some of the feedback that they provided. Be confident. You deserve to be. Study abroad. If there's a will, I guarantee you there's a way. Treasure your alma mater. Give back and pay good deeds forward. Wear orange and blue. You'll be surprised to find Gettysburg alums everywhere. About 3 weeks ago, I happened to find one in my Saturday morning spin class, which was kind of cool. And last month, I was in Colorado. Funny enough, I ran into 4 Gettysburg. It was completely non-planned, had no idea up front, but in the same spot I was staying, 4 Gettysburg alums. Pretty cool. Talk to alums, and more importantly, listen. Take an official battlefield tour, not once, do it twice, because you'll pick more up that way. Stay engaged. Build a legacy. Take a class outside of your major. That trip to Maine that I spoke about, I was an econ guy, and that was an environmental studies course, one of the best memories I had. Stay healthy, both mentally and physically. Try a new place of worship to learn how others worship. Once a week, my wife loves this one, as you're walking around campus, look up from your screen, because I have a problem sometimes doing that. Engage in a smile and meet somebody that you haven't met yet. Start a new tradition. Embrace the greater family that you are now a part of. We hope, like us, you will feel a sense of responsibility toward our community, and that someday, when you are asked to give your time, your talent, or your treasure to the school and to the class of 2026 or 2036, you'll say yes. Volunteer, serve on a board, host an externship or an internship, and yes, invest in the college when you're asked to support the Gettysburg Fund. It makes all of us stronger. So, just as those who came before us, I am confident that you'll answer the call to make Gettysburg better. Use what you'll learn here to find your voice, and as you do, I challenge each of you to lead a life in which your words carry value. So again, welcome. Olivia's gonna kill me. Where were we there? Don't worry, we got this. Just like that. Well, thank goodness they're not paying me for my page turning skills, right?
Thank you, Brian. Hello, I'm Olivia Lanto, your Vice President. It's exciting that we are all now officially part of the Gettysburg College Alumni Network. As many of you know, we created a class scrapbook, which has a page for each residence hall, as well as other pages commemorating special moments from our first semester on campus, including orientation, Thanksgiving dinner, and more. In a few moments, we will compile our pages of first semester memories to form our class scrapbook. In addition to creating the scrapbook, we will also participate in one more tradition as a class, and that is to learn and to sing our alma mater together. You may recall at opening convocation in August, Professor Swinger spoke to us about the importance of our alma mater, and she also taught us how to sing it. We are excited to get a refresher on how to sing the alma mater tonight from Four Scores. After we compile the scrapbook, Four Scores will lead us in a rehearsal. Finally, the last part of the Twilight Walk tradition will involve our class going together to the steps of Penn Hall to sing the alma mater and present the scrapbook to President Riggs. So let's start putting our class scrapbook together. At this time, I invite the senators from each hall to present their pages. Heber Hall. Hanson Hall. Patrick Hall. Stein Hall. Bryce Hall. Thank you, Senators. Our class book is a celebration of some of the highlights of our fall semester and is a representation of class identity. Many of you contributed photos to the scrapbook, and I encourage you to stop by the Alumni House and check it out. Feel free to add to the book over the course of our years here at Gettysburg. Now, I am pleased to introduce Gettysburg College's co-ed a cappella singing group, Four Scores, who will lead us in singing our alma mater.
Good evening, everyone. Wow, that's loud. We are Four Scores, the co-ed a cappella group here on campus, and we are so pleased to be here tonight to teach you or give you a refresher with the alma mater. We are going to sing the first verse first, and if you look at the back of your program, you have music. Please do your best to follow along and learn as you can. In just a few minutes, we're going to be singing it for President Riggs, so it's a really big honor to be able to sing that for her. So please learn as best as you can.
As softly the evening shadows are veiling the campus tops, we come a band of good fellows to sing in the twilight hours. The silvery moonlight bentals, the warm walls of chapel are new. The wind in the trees sweetly echoes our praises of orange and blue.
Now would you all please rise and sing your alma mater with us. We'll sing both verses. Ready? Here's your first note.
Yes.
1, 2, as
Softly the evening shadows are veiling the campus stars. We come a band of good fellows to sing in the twilight hours. The silvery moonlight mantles, the warm walls of chapel are new. The wind in the trees sweetly echoes our praises of orange and blue. Whenever thy loyal ones gather to waken fond memory, our thoughts shall be turned alma mater, old Gettysburg, back to thee. Forever am I thy debtor, and whatever else I may do, I'll love, I'll defend, and I'll honor the glorious orange and blue.
You may be seated.
Thank you, Four Scores. That was awesome. Hello, I am Christina Noto, your class secretary. Shortly, we are going to begin our transition outside to Penn Hall. I'm going to quickly explain what's going to happen in the next few minutes. The class officers and foursquares will lead us down the walkway to Penn Hall. When exiting, please follow the direction of the college staff who are wearing the Twilight Walk name tags. We will all follow the path illuminated by alumni, upperclassmen, faculty, administrators, and other members of the college community to the steps of Penn Hall, where President Riggs will be waiting for us. The many lights along the way symbolize numerous members of the Gettysburg College community who will guide us through our journey here. At the steps of Penn Hall, we will present President Riggs with our class book and sing the alma mater. We will also light a candle to signify our initiation into the alumni community. You should take your program with you as you exit the ballroom so you can refer to the sheet music on the back. After we sing to President Riggs, you're invited to Gladfelter Hall lobby where you will warm up and receive your own Twilight Walk t-shirt. Our walkway to Penn Hall will be shoveled, but please be careful and watch your step. So finally, class of 2019, on behalf of all of your officers, thank you for joining us tonight.